I work at a bookstore. My family owns a bookstore in Cody, Wyoming, and I'm there, most days when I'm not doing this. And I read for pleasure, and I also read for work because I get to sell books for a living, which is an amazing profession to have. But I also read as a method to my songwriting activity, and I think it helps to read the written word, to talk about books, to be constantly, dealing with words and ideas. And I also read because I like to steal ideas from dead authors. And that happened to me. It took about 900 pages worth of a book for me to get one line out of. But Don Quixote said that, had a line in that words are the thread to the fabric of the thought. And I don't even remember the context it was in, but I thought that was pretty profound and most importantly worth stealing and writing an entire song around. And so I did. And this one's all about getting back to living. This is called Before the Morning Doesn't Come. I've been holding out for reasons that to me are yet unknown, where the changing of the season reminds me the time's flown, and there's nothing I can do to get it back all the days I wish I could. When I look into the mirror, I look into the face of a child so familiar, but with lines drawn by age, and the hair on my head I wish it'd stay, but I fear what's gone's for good. They say words are the thread to the fabric of the thought, so if I got something to say, I soon say it as not. So go and live, breathe the air, take the stairs, make a change, take a chance, go and dance, it's even better in the rain. Fall in love with yourself before you find somebody else. Leave not one thing undone before the morning doesn't come. There's a common theme from Odyssey to Alchemist. When the journey's done, was the journey that they miss. Where you are right now is where you used to want to be. I'm a firm believer in chasing after dreams, but you must remember that it takes everything. No matter what you've heard, nothing comes for free. They say words are the thread to the fabric of the thought, so if I got something to say, I soon say it as not. So go and live, breathe the air, take the stairs, make a change, take a chance, go and dance, it's even better in the rain. Fall in love with yourself before you find somebody else. Leave not one thing undone before the morning doesn't come. There was an old man whose hair was grayed by time, and he lived his whole life by one simple line. He said the best day of your life ain't when you're born, it's when you find out why. They say words are the thread to the fabric of the thought, so if I got something to say, I soon say it as not. So turn off the news, read a book, shop small, learn to cook, chase the sun just for fun. It's simpler than it looks. If first you don't succeed, then keep on trying. Then go and live, breathe the air, take the stairs, make a change, take a chance, go and dance, it's even better in the rain. Fall in love with yourself before you find somebody else. Leave not one thing undone.
Welcome to Big Sky Bonus Tracks. I'm Lucas Treptow, and I'm sitting here with Kalyn Beasley. Kalyn, thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
This has been awesome.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful setting to watch you play. Dogs running around. It's pretty sweet.
Literally gets no better than this.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
So you come from Cody?
I'm
yes?
from Cody originally, yeah.
You grew up there?
I
Born and
grew up
raised?
there, born and raised.
Right on.
Yep.
So I was reading about some of your background, your story. You moved away
Yep.
and then came back.
Yeah.
How was that, like, that journey affected your musicianship and your writing? And
I don't know. I would have never became a musician if I wouldn't have moved away. I left Cody. I graduated high school, and thank God, and moved to Bozeman. Went to Montana State, and went to school pretty recreationally for too many years. And I rodeoed. I grew up rodeoing was my background, and rodeo and oftentimes singing songs in the afterwards go hand in hand with that kind of lifestyle.
yeah.
So I got into that and really enjoyed singing songs more than I enjoyed getting bucked off horses, which understandably so. And kind of became more of a singer, more of a guitar player, more of an artist, and kind of gave up rodeo altogether for the most part. I moved to Austin, Texas, and lived down there for a while. And kind of long story short, moved back to Cody. And at that point, I was like a full-time musician. But again, I would have never become a musician without leaving Cody. So leaving Cody was maybe the most important part of us sitting here right now. We wouldn't be doing that.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great. I love Cody. It's my hometown, and I'm not just a musician there. I also have a business there, and so it's more than just a hometown. It's my entire life is there.
Not Forget the Words is a song I've been trying to write for quite a few years, about this experience as a songwriter, playing in bars, touring towns. Some nights are really great. Some nights make you wonder why you're doing this whole thing. And through it all, it seems as though alcohol is the one constant. No matter what, you're having a really good night, you're having a few extra beers, having a really bad night, maybe even more beers than that. And through it all, you still have to put on a performance. So this is what I think I boiled the whole profession down to. It's this song right here. Believe it or not, I treat it like a job. I got the tools I use to put my boots on. A lot of pride in a man who wears a hard hat. Believe it or not, I treat it just like that. Everybody writes songs every day of their lives. Most don't know what to do with the lines. I treat them like strange things and lost and found. The difference with me is I write mine down. The front side of this old guitar seen more backsides on stools and bars. Trying to write something, make them turn around. Trying to make them laugh, trying to be profound. And all the skills that I've acquired qualify me for changing tires, changing strings, and watching the sun come up. As for the last, I think I've had enough. But when it comes to this job, the most important thing I've learned is how to get drunk and not forget the words. People want to know about the girls in the road and all the crazy things that happen after the show. Somewhere, somehow, the Smith got around that all we ever do is party with the crowd. If you could just picture for a second for me a movie theater full of empty seats and the credits roll and one guy's picking up trash. A lot of the times it looks a lot like that. It ain't romantic, it's pretty damn rough. It's hard to stone the ones you love, reciting poetry to a bunch of drunks. Yeah, we sit up there and we tell jokes, tell stories about the songs we wrote. Between we take shots, smokes and beers. And keep in mind this goes on for years. You only get good by going too far. Keep track of where in the song you are. Try to ride the line close as you can. What I'm trying to make you understand is at the front side of this old guitar, seen more backsides on stools and bars. Try to write something, make them turn around. Trying to make them laugh, trying to be profound. And all the skills that I've acquired qualify me for changing tires, changing strings, and watching the sun come up. As for the last, I think I've had enough. When it comes to this job, the most important thing I've learned is how to get drunk and not forget the words. Is how to get drunk. Damn it. Every time. That's a hard one to capture on film. It plays better to a crowd. It's a hard effect to get across on camera.
You got an album coming out here
Yep.
pretty soon. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I have a record coming out September 23rd. This will be my third solo project. My most produced, my most involved, my most expensive, my everything. I've put years of work into this, and it's coming out September 23rd. So by the time you guys see this, it'll be past July 29th, which is when the first single came out, which is called Never Knew Kind of Love. Hopefully you go check that one out. But it's 10 songs, all original compositions, all types, speeds. You know, I'm kind of known as a songwriter, as a storyteller, and so there's elements of that will show up in the record. There's also elements of more of mainstream sound, which I'm also a fan of and going after, because, you know, as an artist, you want. Anyways, how I feel about being an artist is I want to be recognized as a songwriter, but I also don't want to be relegated to some far off, you know, dusty room as just part of the songwriters. I also want to have stuff that sounds good on the radio. That's important to me too. So I want to have, you know, if I'm lucky enough to have both, it'd be great. Even if I'm lucky enough to be considered a dusty songwriter, I'll be happy.
Fair enough. Well, if the rest of the record sounds anything like these 3 songs we heard today, that's going to be an incredible album, man. It's been awesome.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, man.
Please tell people where's the best place to find you.
Oh, if you want to find out more about me, you can start out by going to kalynbeasley.com, and there's links there that'll take you to all my social media, but I'm on Instagram at Kalyn Beasley. You can go to my Facebook page. Kalyn J. Beasley is after the / mark on Facebook, and that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really live anywhere else online. I pretty much kind of live on Instagram and a little bit on Facebook, and then my website. You can find all my tour dates and where I'm going to be, what I'm all about, and what music I'm getting ready to put out.
Never Knew Kind of Love is the first single off my new record, A Matter of Time, and single came out July 29th. First single I've ever put out, as a matter of fact, and it's fitting that I get to film this here in the beautiful Red Lodge, Montana area of Montana. This song is cool for me because this is where I met my sweetheart, who I wrote the whole song about, and we enjoyed everything Red Lodge has to offer: skiing, mountain biking, fishing, going out and meeting friends at bars, and it's very fitting I get to sing this song here. And this is Never Knew Kind of Love. Well, I had to know, so I had to ask a good friend over a beer. Love hadn't found me yet, so into you was it clear? He said, I can't explain it, but I couldn't contain it. I knew I had to make her mine. It was just a feeling I had it bad. It was just a matter of time. It was an easy conversation, never any need to rush. There were people all around, but it might as well just been us. And the next thing I remember was this the last girl I wanna love. It wasn't out of the blue, never knew kind of love. It's a well-known fact, life happens fast, unpredictable at best. Plans get made, then rearranged. A roll of dice is any guess. And the falling part of loving happens in mysterious ways. So when anyone asks us how it happens, this is always what I say. It was an easy conversation, never any need to rush. There were people all around, but it might as well just been us. And the next thing I remember was this the last girl I wanna love. It wasn't out of the blue, never knew kind of love. And it happens like that, so damn fast before you realize all who you're standing there talking to is the rest of your life. It was an easy conversation, never any need to rush. There were people all around, but it might as well just been us. And the next thing I remember was this the last girl I wanna love. It wasn't out of the blue, never knew. Out of the blue, never knew. It wasn't out of the blue, never knew kind of love.